Oh, hey, let's go talk about teaching. So we're almost done. Remember, we talked about our thinkers, our feelers, and now we're going to focus in on our doers. So when talking about teaching those who learn by doing, we again have to go into what are the values that doing learners have. What do they value most? They value three big things. First one is application. This means that they love to be able to apply themselves to a problem, apply what they've learned, apply the skills that they have to a problem and to a situation. And if you want to get doing learners really charged up, have them do it with other people who are also doing the same thing. Doing things as a community really is a value for those who learn through doing. Another part is accomplishment. Accomplishment. Now, don't think that this is about, look what I've done something amazing. This means that when they're done, they like to look back, kind of stand back and see the progress that was made. The work project is part of that process, but being able to stand back and go, this is what it was before, this is what it is now, this is what doing learners really value. Another third thing is interaction. So interaction, what that means is that they like, again, to do things with other people. They like to interact with the environment. They like to work with other people. They like to be able to do things and solve problems together, exerting each other's skills and seeing how one skill matches with another skill. So doing learners like to be able to interact with both the situation, the problems at hand, and with other people who are doing the very same thing. So when we look at those who learn by doing, what are some biblical characters that you can think of who learn by doing? I think of a couple people. First one, you probably already guessed it, Peter. Peter would be a person who did things first. He would be more of the reckless abandon type of doer, right? So Peter was somebody who would rather do things and see themselves doing things, even as a group together, accomplishing a goal. Another person that you can think of is Paul. Paul was always going forward with something. He was either going on a mission trip, or he was going to a church, or he was talking to a person, or he's writing a letter. He was always doing something. Peter and Paul are great examples of doers and those who learn by doing. So if we're going to teach people like Peter and like Paul, or like others that you have in your class, those who learn by doing, what should we as teachers begin to apply to our lessons? Well, the first thing I want you to think about is that to teach, we're talking about the process versus what I'm going to call winging it. This means that doers like to have a process. They like to plan things out. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't plan things on the go or in the fly, but know that process is very important to a doer versus just wing it. Give them some time to plan, to create a process for it, a logistical process. They really value that. Another thing is examples versus themes. Easy way to say that is doers are not typically big picture people. They are more the detail people. So what you want to be able to talk about is examples of other people who have done a ministry or organized a ministry. Give your doers examples of other people or other ways to solve these problems versus just big themes. Kind of connected to that is this: risk versus security. Your doing learners will sit in their chairs patiently waiting for the talking to be done so that there can be action. They're willing to take risks. They're willing to do things without an exact plan of security, making sure everything is dotted. Even though they're working on a process, there's still some risk. Let's just get out there and let's just do it. Let's just do it. A motto for doers is let's do this. Doers will listen to you telling them about how to do things or about things to be done, but really what they want to do is show me how to do it, take me with you, let's go do this thing together, let's get this thing done.
Look, I know it's stupid and weird, but neither of us can do this alone, so we gotta do it together, right? You with me? So let's do this thing!
So the next time that we talk about this, we're going to be talking about how you as a teacher can bring these 3 learning environments into one synergistic whole so that you can easily go from one style to another style and teach all 3 styles of learning in one lesson. Let's do this thing.